Hello, I'm Mike Dudley, and today I'll be talking about my Realtor 101 series and the closing day. So congratulations guys, you've made it to the closing table and you've reached the end of your real estate transaction. In just a couple more hours, you'll be getting the keys to the home of your dreams. So what I wanted to do today is talk to you about how the process works. Now, in most cases, you'll be going to a title company, or in some cases, you'll be going remotely, either to your location of your choice, or in some cases, you'll be going and closing at the property itself. So after you've been through all the stress and all the ins and outs of a real estate transaction, this is the final step before you take the keys and the home is finally yours. Now, who will you be meeting at the title company? At the title company, you'll most likely be welcomed by a secretary or lady at the front desk who will introduce you to your closing agent. Now, behind the scenes, your real estate agent and the closing agent have been working hard to get all the information and get you to this point in the transaction. So one thing we like to recommend when you are going to a closing, make sure you have at least 2 hours of your time allotted for this closing experience. The things you're going to need to bring to closing with you are 2 forms of ID, whether they are your driver's license, passport, whether you can bring an insurance document, whatever it may be. Now also at this point, you probably want to have your insurance in place. That way you can bring that as well to show the closing agent you have insurance and everything is good. In most cases, especially if you've got a good agent, that's all been done way ahead of time. So yeah, they're the key things to bring with you. Now, what you're going to see, you're going to go through, if you're paying cash, then the documents aren't going to be so thick and long, and you shouldn't be there probably no longer than 30 minutes. Now, in some cases, you will be there. If you're taking out a mortgage, you will have to sign a lot more documents, so you will be there a little bit longer. So related to the closing of your property, the most important document in this closing is going to be the old HUD-1 statement. Now it's just called the closing statement. It's a multiple form which you're going to be initialing. Just make sure every single figure on there is correct. So that's going to be your main document because you'll be able to see everything you're paying, everything you're receiving back. And once you've gone through this, you should have a better understanding of the exact total of what you're paying during this transaction. Other things you might see are the warranty deed that will be basically passed on to you as the new owners of the property. Proration papers, so if there's any taxes, HOAs, prorations that will be going back to you. Also a statement of information about yourself. They will make you double check your name, your legal names, declaration reports, abstract title, and the certificate of occupancy. So that's pretty much everything you're going to go through. Like I said, you will be there roughly between an hour and 2 hours, and you'll just go through each document with your title and your closing agent, and they will go through and make sure you understand everything, and it will be notarized. And at the end of the transaction, you will be handed the keys, and congratulations on your new home. So a couple of tips I wanted to provide you with on your closing day. Like I mentioned before, plan lots of time. Don't just come out on your lunch break. It sometimes can take up to 2 hours. Now read every piece of paper before you sign it. Now you won't be alone in this. Your real estate agent should be with you. Not only that, your lender will sometimes be there with you as well. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask your agent anything during the transaction and also at the closing table. And then most of course, at the end of all this, congratulations, the home is yours. Go celebrate, go pop some champagne and move into your brand new home. Now, if you have any questions, anything to do with closing or anything to do with the real estate transaction, please contact me. You can also view my Realtor 101 section and series on my YouTube and Facebook page as well. And also at my website where you can reach me at dudleyeliterealty.com. Have a great day, guys, and I will speak to you soon.